somehow stay. You'll somehow be my only dues.
Hi everyone, it's Jenny Edo from the Pixie Post, and I'm back with another Mindful Monday. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please feel free to stay for a bit and see what the content is all about. If you like what you see, please click like and subscribe. It helps my channel grow, and of course, I'd love to have you along for the journey. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. It's funny because I kept trying to think of a topic. Lately, my creative energy has really been a little bit off. And it might be because I'm kind of absorbing all the energies out there. Being an empath, it really takes a lot of work to protect your energy. Maybe more so than some others. And it doesn't make me any more special or anything. It's just I'm a little more in touch with all that stuff. And I'm very, very sensitive to energies, especially negative energy. And while it's all understandable with everything going on in the world right now, it has been affecting me a little more than usual. So today I decided to do something a little bit different, something a little bit off the cuff, and that is not necessarily going to create world peace or solve everything, but might give you a few minutes of reprieve from all that stress. Okay, I got my beautiful Stay Wild Moonchild cup. It's from Quirky Cup Collective, a beautiful lady that runs this business. She's in Australia, and I really like her products and her cheery attitude. She's on Instagram, so I'll put her link below. But that's where I got this mug. She has crystals and cards and stickers and books and mugs and all kinds of cool stuff. I think she even has loose leaf tea on there, on the site, and it's pretty awesome. So anyway, I got my Moonology Oracle card deck from Yasmin Boland, and I'm going to be straight with you guys. This has been a struggle to make this video. This is probably like the 6th or 7th time I have done this part, and yes, there are bloopers at the end. And it's just, I don't know what it is. I feel my creative energy is just not flowing today. And it's okay to have a day like that. I'm starting to learn to give myself permission to have one of those days. In my mind, I always think Monday is the start of the new week. Fresh slate, or clean slate, I should say. See, I can't even talk. And it's one of those things I feel like I have to do everything right. And I don't know why it's always been like that with me, but I've always had that mentality. So now I'm trying to let myself get out of that mode. Every day is a new day. It's a new chance to start over. And that's why I'm trying to allow myself to have a day and say, you know what? It's not working. I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to either go with the flow or take a step back and have some self-care. And it's really interesting that I'm experiencing this today because the new moon in Cancer is all about emotional well-being. Aside from it being the second new moon under the same zodiac sign, which is unusual, it really speaks volumes because in our world, we've all been getting more and more stressed, angrier, some are still in the fear, and just all those negative emotions swirling around. And I think that's another reason why I've been feeling it, because as an empath, I'm definitely going to feel that. And I really think we all need to have some positivity in our lives. And that's where gratitude comes in. Even things seem bleak in the outer world right now. Take stock of what you already have in your life that's good. Whether it be your family, your pets, your friends, your home, your job, your business, your health. You're even just the littlest things like the cup of tea and your favorite mug, talking to a friend, taking a walk out in nature, just anything, a comforting smell, the hug that you get from your significant other. It can be just the tiniest thing that keeps you going. And I know when I went through my personal journey of losing my husband in 2015, there were days I did not want to get up. There were days I was so lost that I didn't know what to do because my whole life changed in the blink of an eye. And it really takes a while to adjust to an uncertain reality. And that's where we're at right now. We are at an uncertain reality. And as humans, we're not used to that. We're used to having the stability, wanting that security, wanting that safety. And while those are all good things, sometimes we have to look at it in a way that empowers us. Sometimes we have to take a step back from the anger, take a step out of that fear, and take a step back from the outer world. Now, for some of us, that could be going off the grid for a while. Maybe putting social media on pause, going offline for a while, just to kind of regroup and refresh your perspective, do the inner work that needs to be done without distractions. For others, it might be putting yourself into your business, into your work, or to something that you're very passionate about, that you love, that keeps you going. And others, it could be the simplest little thing. Because when I went through that passage of losing my husband, I found one reason to get up every day. And a lot of the time it was Timmy, or the cup of coffee, or maybe reinventing myself, which I ultimately did. And I'm still doing it. It's never an end goal. It's always a journey. It's always about creating a better version of yourself every day. And I think it would be helpful for some out there to do that, to unplug from all the media, unplug from all the hate, even if they can only do it for a short time each day. Because when you start working on yourself and you start doing the inner work and sometimes the hard work, you'll start noticing positive changes in yourself. You'll start letting go of all that old baggage that's weighed you down for so long. You'll start transmuting that old energy into your light and rediscovering what that light is again. So instead of being angry and instead of listening to all the political stuff, doing all the things that the government wants you to do or the higher authorities want you to do, why not take a look within? Look within your heart. Look what drives you to be a better version of yourself. And when you do that, it will change your outer reality. And if you don't believe me, just test it in a little way. Try reacting to something in a less positive way, and then using that same situation and acting proactively. You'll notice quite a difference because it will change your outer reality. It always starts within. And the sooner we stop blaming outside sources and the sooner we stop following everything out there without having critical thinking, the better off we'll be. And it might sound like I'm repeating myself in a lot of the videos, and maybe I am, because there's a deep message here. It's not just a face value kind of message, it's a deeper message. It's spirit, everything. It's all energy. And it's all telling us that we can be better than this. We can ascend in the way of our attitudes and caring for one another, being compassionate towards each other, and maybe helping each other a little bit more. But before we can do that, we have to help ourselves, and we have to look within and really say enough is enough and do that inner work. Is that easy to do? No. Is the inner work pretty? No. But it's worth it. And the sooner we do this, the sooner we'll notice the changes within ourselves. I actually looked back at some old videos just to get a little laugh, and I was in a funk for, this morning. And it was incredible how much I've changed in these few years. And it was just astounding. I mean, even just the way I edited my videos, the way I delivered myself on camera, the way I looked, the way I carried myself, and I also felt the old energy I had. Because when I looked at the first couple of videos I did, I felt that pain. I felt that insecurity and all those emotions that hadn't been worked through yet. And sometimes we have to go through that before we can actually go back and work on that. And it makes me happy to see that I've grown into the person I am now. And it also makes me wonder how much I'll progress in another 5 years. So it's really interesting. So I was fortunate to have footage to actually look at to do that. It's not always easy to see those changes. But if you think of something that you put your heart and soul into and maybe it worked out, you'll notice the change within yourself. Maybe that experience didn't work out, but it opened the door to something else that you couldn't even imagine not having in your life now. So there are a lot of little ways to do retrospect, and that is part of the inner work, acknowledging how far you've come and realizing what you need to work on. And I know it sounds a little frou-frou, but it really is true. And sometimes we need to stop giving into the fear and, depending on everything else to support us and to help us, when really we're the one thing that was there all along right in front of us. When you look in the mirror, you see yourself. How do you see yourself? What do you need to work on? And what are you happy that is about yourself? What are you happy about yourself? Because you have a lot of great qualities. You may not always see it, but when you take time to acknowledge that you do have some good qualities, that's where the light starts coming in. And that's what gives you strength to work on the other things that you need to work on. And I have a lot of things I still need to work on. Oh boy, howdy. And I know I can do that, but it's going to take time. And Rome wasn't built in a day, so don't expect your change to be overnight. A slow, steady growth will be all that you need. And I don't know why. I was going to do a card reading, and I felt drawn to tell you guys that. I guess the messages are channeling in. But it is all about the emotional work and the inner work and helping your emotional well-being so we can cope with what's going on in the world. Know that life is not perfect, and the sooner we realize that, the more we can go on our path and look for the good things in life and keep going and make this world a better place, because it takes each of us to do that. It just takes time to look within and do the work. So I guess that is the main message that needed to be brought through today. So I'm not going to even do the cards. I proved once again to myself that maybe I don't always need the cards. Just know that you do have that fire inside of you. You do have that light. Sometimes it just takes a while to rediscover it again. But once you remember who you are, you'll be unstoppable. So I love you guys. I hope you all are doing wonderfully. I wish nothing but the best for you guys. And remember, to know thyself is to know thy truth. Namaste. So what I'm going to do is throw in a couple of my excerpts. Oh, God, I can't even talk. That's my bestie. You know, I've tried to put this video together several times and it's not working because people are pissing me off today. Yeah. Oh my God. I do know that the new moon in Cancer is an See what happened? My air conditioning comes on. I don't know why. Since last night, it has been so loud. I'm gonna go If I can talk, because I cannot get out the words. Yeah, this is awesome. Okay. Oh, yes. I love it when a pop-up comes right up. God. Just a little highlight reel to, give you some, you know what I'm saying. Okay. Why am I down here? I should be up here. Right? Yeah. Right. I'm right. Yes, I am. Hoping that it will help you guys, and I have no idea what I'm saying. Yeah. So, what I'm going to do is something a little different here. I already said that. Yeah. I feel really sassy today. I'm just, oh my God.